Hi, I need to pay the balance on this card that you closed.
This is your copy, okay?
I don't have an ID. I lost it.
Do you have the card?
No, I lost the card with the ID.
Okay. Give me a moment. Let me ask my manager. Okay, so I am gonna need some sort of ID, like your passport or maybe the temporary ID. I can't look it up without no ID. Here you go, Ronald.
I don't have any ID. I can show you something that has my name on it from a different bank, but I'm not going to the DMV. I'm not. Get your manager, please.
Okay.
Even if you don't have
You have to accept my payment.
you can always bring that one too, the one we give you.
I think they made me another one of these. You read it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, if you know, if that one gets pretty bad, you can always bring the previous paperwork of the one we sent. Like that paperwork that I'm giving you right now, that copy, you can always bring that one too, and we can go off of that.
Well, most of the stuff I go shred.
Ah, okay.
See, I can't even get this in there right. There's always that plastic. Oh, well, nothing else. Well, you do it. See, it's gotta be, well,
Let me see. Well, here, I'll come around and help you there, because I can't take this back here. You got it? Here. I'll help you.
well,
Come in. Let me see.
there's plastic, see, and this,
I see.
you're lucky you can see.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ronald.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
Okay. My manager is coming around.
How you doing? What's your name, sir? Pablo?
Yeah.
Colin.
Nice to meet you.
I'm in a bit of a situation. You guys closed my account a little while ago. I had 20,000 in it. You accidentally closed it, or not accidentally, but mistakenly closed it, your fraud department. And I was living off of a credit card for over a month while I was waiting for you guys to see if you could figure it out, get the address right, get it sent to me. And then as soon as you give me finally get it figured out, a month of me trying to get my money, I was living on the credit card. And all of a sudden, when I get my money back, you close the credit card on me. Unfortunately, I found that out when I had lost the card, and I tried to call in and report that it was lost, and they said that the account has been closed, and I'm just trying to pay my bill. Now, you're legally obligated to take my payment. I don't have an ID for you.
To take a payment?
To take my payment, yeah. I know you can. I know there's a way that Chase Bank can look that up and verify it. There's nothing illegal. If like even if it wasn't my account, I have cash right here. I want to pay my bill, and I want a receipt.
What are you doing when you phone?
I am recording you
Why?
because Chase Bank. I've spent over 20 hours chasing my money with
You
this.
can't be recording on his.
Yes, again.
No, go ahead. Can you just put that phone
No.
away? There you go, sir.
That is absolutely great. That is the service that you get with Chase Bank.
Sir, if you could please leave. I'm asking you to leave, hon. Please leave, hon.
Call the police.
Yeah, please.
Call the police.
Okay. Okay.
That's the type of service that you get with you corporate criminals, you little corporate minions. You mess with people.
Please leave,
Yeah.
hon.
The more you tell me, the less I'm likely to do it. I'm just trying to pay a bill. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not doing anything illegal.
Okay.
Yeah, hi. I'm calling here from.
I've got 30 videos online of you criminals. Anybody who works for this company is a loser, an enabler. Do not work here. They stole $20,000 from me, and I chased it for a month and a half to get it back. And I'm just trying to pay a bill because they closed my credit card after the fact. I was told to come in here to pay.
Hi, Chase Bank. I need officers here at 3301.
Do your job. Do your job, you corporate criminal, you greasy fuck.
Yeah, he asked us to call the police. He's so.
It wouldn't be the first time I've had to call the police on Chase Bank.
Sorry, what was that, man?
You guys can lie and tell them that I did something or something other than being upset.
Kakashi. No, he's probably like 6 or mid-30s or late 30s. Green shirt and gray shorts. No, I can't see none.
You fucking coward.
I don't know.
You fucking coward.
He just keep recording me on his phone. And
You
saying-
fucking coward.
He doesn't have any weapons.
He said that she's closed the account.
You corporate fucking snake criminal coward greasy fuck. Greasy fuck.
At her right now. At him right now. I don't know what happened.
Okay, absolutely. We'll do that. Okay, thank you.
Hey, don't bake with these criminals. It's gonna be a headache. They're gonna steal your money. Don't enable criminals. They're criminals. Corporate criminals. Don't enable them. Don't give them your business or your money. They're gonna steal it from you. And then when you try and get it back, they're gonna call the police on you because they don't even wanna let you pay your bill. Greasy fuck. They train you to not have a personality.
You know,
And-
please leave him alone, hon. Please don't be like that, babe.
Why?
I
Why?
don't know, because he's not doing anything, babe.
he
Please don't.
works for them. He doesn't give a fuck about people.
He's a nice guy.
No.
There's the police just pulled up.
Okay.
I see
We can talk to them. You're legally obligated to take my money. You gave me a bill. I'm trying to make a payment. I'll talk to attorneys. I have cash. This is legal tender. You have to take my payment. Too lazy to get on the phone with corporate and pull up my account and take a payment and give me a receipt. What's so bad? Even if it wasn't my account that I was paying for, which it is, what's so bad with somebody paying somebody else's bill in cash? Huh? I could pay somebody's electric bill that's not mine. It's because you want to make people jump through hoops. Useless fuck. Losers. Fucking middle management type scum. You produce nothing. You have no skills. Useless parasites on society. I'll put it on YouTube. Don't worry about it. Carlos. None of your Chase employees even know how to do your job. Your branches don't communicate with each other. Fraud. You got backroom decisions that are just made that aren't written out in pen and paper. You just do whatever you want. You don't have
Is
to.
that guy with you? He just flipped somebody off through the window.
Maybe he doesn't like Trace Bank either. I don't know.
He's outside.
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody here. I'm just trying to make a payment. They don't want you recording in here, and then they turn on copyright music because they know what they're doing is wrong. They don't want to be held accountable for their actions. You know how when somebody tries to pay a ticket in like pennies or something like that, even the government it has to accept that as legal tender? I just don't have an ID. They have to take my payment. That's as easy as that.
Hopefully when the officer comes, everything will be good.
Well, they're not arresting me because I didn't do anything illegal.
I have no idea. I just know shit. This is annoying. I know. Things could get moving.
They stole
I get it.
20,000. 7 days after I opened my
I get it
account.
too.
7 days after I opened my account, they closed it, and then they sent the money to my old wrong address, and they sent it there 3 more times after the fact. I chased it for a month. I had to live on a credit card, which was my Chase credit card. And the second that they finally figure out how to get the money back to me by actually getting an address correct, after multiple tries, then they closed my credit card.
That's bullshit.
Now they're telling me that I can't even pay the bill. And the expression on that guy's face right there
They'll get it.
with his 1,000-yard stare
They'll get it.
says everything.
They'll get it situated
He
for you, I
gives
bet.
no fucks.
They'll get it situated. Yeah, everything will be okay.
At least this time when you guys call the police, you won't be lying about me making threats or something, because I haven't done that. I'm just here to pay a bill. I got it all recorded, and you don't want me to record because you want to lie, like you did last time. These people are criminals. They're gonna steal your money. I bet you. Bet you.
I did.
Yeah, I saw an officer. Good. They're trying to kick me out because they're refusing to take cash payment. They're saying that because I lost my ID, they're unable to take a payment, and I feel like that's kind of illegal because like even if you got a ticket and you want to pay it in pennies, they still have to accept the payment.
Okay. Whatever.
I have my letters right here. It said this is my name, my account number. They closed the card. I lost the card. It has been lost with an ID, and now they're telling me that I can't pay. They're not going to accept legal payment.
I know, but you're all over this poor guy. You're all being mean to him and all of
Yeah,
it.
because he didn't help me at all. He said he's going to call the police immediately. I said
I thought you were gonna hurt him.
So
or
you don't have
something,
any ID
You know.
on
No.
your person? What happened?
I lost my wallet.
Come over here.
I lost my wallet. Basically, what had happened is I think it was
What's your name?
Colin Kingsbury.
The manager just wants you to know that he's recording and he's not supposed to be. He has him all on his face.
I don't really care about your corporate policy. This is for my protection as well as yours. It is the same. The reason that you have a body camera, sir. Colin Kingsbury.
Colin?
Kingsbury. Yeah.
Colin. I'm Officer Creel with the Westminster Police Department.
Hi.
So, they're not allowing you to make a payment on a credit card?
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah, credit card.
Okay.
They told me to come in here and pay over the phone, and because I found out that after it's just been a long story with these people.
Okay.
I opened an account on I think it was February 11th, and they closed the account on the 18th. This isn't a long story, but and they closed the account on the 18th. That account had $24,000 in it, and basically when they closed the account, they sent it to my incorrect address.
Okay.
And I found out about that, I don't know, like March 2nd or something like that, and I tried to get my money back for a month, for over a month. They sent it to the wrong address 3 different times, and I was living on my Chase credit card while that was happening.
Okay.
And then I racked up a bill, and I'm just trying to pay it, and I lost the credit card, and I lost my ID. I lost my whole wallet. It went missing, and I tried to call to cancel, and they're like, "Oh, the card has already been canceled." And they told me you can make a payment at any Chase branch because I don't have any other way of payment. You understand?
For cash.
Yeah, except for cash.
Okay. Okay.
And I thought that, legally, and this isn't a courtroom, but I thought legally, if I have legal tender, they have to accept it. They're trying to defer being able to accept it because they're claiming that they can't identify me. I can call up and I can call Chase customer service and I could identify myself through a series of security questions,
Right.
and they're not allowing me that option here.
Okay. I'm not sure what their policy is, and that's not a criminal
I
matter.
really don't like when police back up corporations like this.
But you know what, Colin? This has nothing to do with the police department. Unfortunately, it's
They called you
talking
because
and
they
yelling.
don't want to do their.
No, because they're causing disturbance here in the lobby.
Wait, what are
And
we
there's
going to stand
other ways-
outside? I talk loud and I'm frustrated. All right, I
And
mean,
completely understand that, Colin.
they already
So let's
told
do
me.
this. So, Colin, how come you haven't gotten a new driver's license in order to?
So I don't know if I'm going to be residing in Colorado for a long-term period of time.
What's your home address? Where do you live? What city?
Wisconsin.
You live in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you reside now? What city?
I'm kind of couch crashing a little bit,
Okay. Where? Anywhere in particular?
mostly Arvada area.
Where do you think you lost your wallet? Nevada? Wisconsin?
No, it
Somewhere
it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago that I lost it, and it was in Arvada somewhere, and I called to cancel everything that I had on there. All the other.
Did you make a report then?
I called the police and I asked if anybody had returned a wallet or anything like that, which, obviously the chances of that is really low.
Really low,
But
yeah. So this is what you need to do. Go back to Arvada, make a police report in order to go to the DMV to get a new driver's license. I'm sorry, is it a Wisconsin driver's license or a Colorado driver's license?
it's Wisconsin.
Okay.
I'm in a hole here. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to pay a credit card
Sure.
bill, and they're illegally not allowing me to
Well,
pay.
I don't know if it's illegal. It's whatever their policy is.
Well, they shouldn't have involved you in the first place for
Well,
them
if
not
it's-
wanting to
we're
do their
calling-
job
we're calling
because
it-
you're saying disturbance. You're saying disturbance.
If you're
There
talking
was no
about a
disturbance
but
until
you're
they
not
refused my
listen,
business.
You're not letting me talk. So when you interrupt, I can't tell you what I need to tell you. So if you're good, go ahead. Don't.
Go ahead.
So you just need to calm down, talk to them, and see what you can do in order for them to accept payment. Have they given you any guidelines or anything like that?
They told me that I need to have a driver's license or some type of visual ID.
Okay.
They
Photo ID?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're at a quandary right now because you have a Wisconsin driver's license that you've lost. It's not a Colorado where you can file a police report in Arvada from where you are currently residing and go to the DMV to get a replacement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
that's the quandary, but what you need to do is file a police report with the Arvada Police Department and say it has lost property and no one else has used any of your credit cards based on your financial research online.
No. I closed everything down like one day after.
Yeah.
I think it just fell out of my truck when I opened my door. Somehow got out of my pocket.
Sure.
Something like that. Didn't even know. And obviously I wouldn't be aware to have any reason to file a police report other than contacting my banks. I don't think anybody's
Well,
going to be using.
because it's a legal document. Your ID is a government document, and you can list that as lost, so you don't have.
How about what if what you're telling me? What if we got the manager back over here? We asked him, say, if I go file a police report and I have proof that I lost my ID, and like, what's he gonna do for me?
I don't know.
Because you're telling me you're giving me advice on how to get my ID back, but you're not giving me any advice on how I can pay this bill that I'm legally obligated to pay to these people, and that's why I'm here. There was no disturbance until they refused.
Can you pay over the phone?
I can't because I lost all my other cards. I've got cash. That's it.
Okay, so there. So you basically, what bill is it?
It's a credit card, Chase Southwest Rapid Rewards, ending in
So
0731.
he just doesn't. He lost everything. He lost his wallet. He doesn't have any ID. Well, why don't you go talk to the manager and see how we can resolve this and allow him to pay? So he can
I'm just saying that
be
I would
out
be
of
able
here.
to call Chase customer service and I would be able to verbally verify my identity through them in a way that if I had a card, I would be able to pay with a card. But they told me to come in here because I don't have a card, and they said I could pay cash. Now he's telling me that I can't pay cash. So I know there's a way that they could identify me.
Sure.
Identify me.
Sure. And that's something that Chase is going to have to do. It's not me making them telling you that they have to accept your payment is not a criminal matter. It's not a police matter. But like I said, Colin, you speaking loudly, causing a disturbance, and disrupting it because we got 3 calls on that, man.
I don't care how many calls
Okay.
you got. It could have been 3 Chase employees.
Okay.
They've called out the police on me before and lied about my candor and my demeanor before because they don't want to do their jobs. They're using the police to leverage.
So what's your name, man?
Colin Kingsbury.
All right, so Colin. So you can't, obviously, without a valid ID, you cannot pay it with cash. Okay, it's just their corporate policy and it's their federal policy. Okay, so what you need to do is this. All right, you need to get a report from Arvada about stolen or lost wallet, ID, whatever you have. Once you get that, you can go replace your ID. Okay,
It's out of Wisconsin.
then you can either do it through, they can mail you an ID or you can get a new one here. After you get that taken care of, then you can pay your bill.
The DMV is less receptive to their customers and their ability to actually help people
And if
than
that's-
Chase Bank is. I can't call the DMV and have them
Then you
mail
get-
me.
This is how you have to pay that bill. There's no other way. Okay, they will not accept.
Okay,
and
well-
they won't bend anything. So if you get charged with a late fee, then if you have a police report, they might have a little bit of.
Contest it now.
Yeah, you could contest it, but you have to take it in those steps. You have to get a police report of your lost wallet, so you can take your lost wallet to the DMV. Then you get a new ID, and then you can pay your bill. Okay, so it has to be in
Can
those
I
steps.
ask you just
Yes.
for if you know?
Okay.
If I had to pay a ticket
Yep.
and I didn't have an ID, would I still be able to pay that ticket?
I don't know. It depends on the court.
I
It
think
depends on the ticket.
I think
Okay.
legally they would have to take
and
my
here's the
tender.
thing, you might be right. However, this is their corporate and legal policy through them. Okay, that's how they work. So you're not going to change that. So that's how you have to do it. There's no getting around it. There's no bending the rules. There's no nothing. That's how you're going to have to deal with it. Okay, so there's no other way around it. That is the only way in this instance. Okay.
Well, I mean, they could have told me that. They could have walked me through that, and they could have done
Well,
that calmly.
then I'm telling you that that's
and
their
instead they decided
policy.
they wanted to call the
Okay.
police and they wanted to use you as a
And that's-
threat or
okay,
a coercion
you can-
to
and you know,
because they
then
don't
that's how,
like.
hold on, then that's how that they're gonna deal with it. That's what it is, but that's their policy. So that's the steps you have to take. There's no other way.
Yeah, you guys are like acting as their little lapdogs for them not doing.
So
doing
then go to
their-
another bank if you don't want them, or there's a bunch of other Chase banks. If you don't like them, don't give them your business, go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
Sound good?
been established. I mean, if you didn't
Perfect.
pick that up.
All right, so that's what you have to do, man, okay?
Thanks, Colin.